This channel is not monetized, therefore it does not collect data on its viewers. That being said, this is an adult channel. Or Death Star diorama. I found a website that has these free downloadable files, and he's got a bunch of them. This is the blast door, where you see Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fight, and of course the Millennium Falcon sitting out here somewhere. And anyway, I downloaded these. They're free. I'll give you a link in the description, and you print them out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them to this cardboard that I have, and go from there. So what I have here is some Mod Podge that I made. I've got some Elmer's glue, a big bottle of it, because my spouse, she likes to use it, and I just make my own at home. It's basically Elmer's glue with some water, and you can look it up. It's not that big a deal. And I just brush it on. Then after I've got a big enough square, I lay the piece of paper down on top of it. Okay, you can see the shiny part where I put it on there. And now I just lay the paper down. And that's about it. And now I'll do the other side. And there you have it. Now I cut these close before I laid it down so they would butt up against each other. And I left plenty of room along the edge. And then just let it dry. And then later, I will cut it out. And then go from there. I can 3D print these, but why use the filament when this is going to look just as good in a diorama? And I can always add foam to the back or whatever to hold it up. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I'll swing across that bridge when I get to it. Okay, there's another blast door done. Just gotta make sure you cut these and they butt up good. Don't be stingy with your Mod Podge. Actually, I wrote the recipe on the Elmer glue bottle. 1 cup glue plus 1/3 cup water equals Mod Podge. Some more. Now, I messed up when I printed these two because I don't know what happened exactly. When you're printing on an inkjet printer, it can be kind of weird too, and fussy. So what I did was I thought, well, I'm not going to throw the pieces away. I remember in the Death Star during C-3PO and R2 were stuck in the one room, and I remember that door went up and down. So I'm just going to use what should have been this blast door as an up and down door. Remember, it went up and down really fast, and then I can use this one the same way. So I can still use them, even though they didn't match up. Just when you're printing, be careful. And then my color went out, but I don't care. I mean, it's grayscale. It's grayscale for my diorama, so there's not much color to be held. They were a little bit blue on the downloads, bluish green, but I like this better actually. If I want to put some color in here, I'll just take an ink pen or a Sharpie or something and add a few pieces of color in these lights. That'd be good enough for me. Well, what I did was, after I've glued all my printed out decals, my diorama parts, onto this cardboard. I will then glue it onto some corrugated plastic. So as you can see, I've got all of these cut out. And I simply glue it onto this corrugated plastic right here. You normally see that in yard sale signs or something like that. I got some of it given to me by a friend who works at a convenience store, and they were throwing away a bunch of old signs, and they were in great shape and nice and clean. So I glue this on to the corrugated plastic with the same Mod Podge and let it dry. I'll also stack them up and put them under a weight and let them dry flat. So this is where you can get the free diorama downloads. It's diorama workshop.com, and I'll put the link in the description, but it's called Speed Index, and I'll scroll down and you can see right there, there's different ones right there. The ones I'm doing are the Star Wars New Hope, the Death Star, and you go over here and you can click on, let's say, large blast door under decals, and that'll take you to the next page, and this will show you the picture of what it looks like, but that's not it. And then here's some more pictures down here, but these are not it. What you want to do is you want to go right over to here where it shows like a book icon right here, and you want to click on that, and then that will take you to the PDF, and it's taking its time, and there it is. And then you can scroll down, and it shows that there's the doors themselves that fit in there. And of course, up here you have where you can download them or print them out, or you can download them and then print them out later. That way you have them instead of going back to the website. Anyway, this guy's awesome. I didn't know this was available, and since I didn't know, you may not know. And I'll exit out of this. We'll go back to exit out of this, and then there's all kinds of them that he's got here, all free decals. Now some of them aren't finished yet, but a lot of them are. Moisture evaporator, the Sarlacc pit, Echo base. There's all kinds of them, and this one was pretty cool. Princess Leia, the corridor where she has the secret plans. She gives to R2-D2. The docking bay. Was it docking bay 94? It's pretty awesome. And oh yeah, and they have the Star Destroyer. He has a Star Destroyer on here somewhere. I'm sorry, don't mean to. I'm not very good at this. Oh, he's working on Rogue One. And right there, the Star Destroyer Bridge Bounty Hunters. It is very cool. So that's what I'm doing. I'm printing these out, cutting them out, and you got these corrugated pieces, and I put a little stand on the back, corrugated plastic with walls. And I think it looks pretty good. You can set them around anywhere that you want them to. And here's a blast door. As you can see, they're different sizes. That's because I printed them out not quite right, but I'm not worried about it. I can set these around and they'll still look good. The reason I did it like this is because I like having these thin but strong. foam is okay, but it can dent and it can break. But these will not break. And I think it looks pretty good. And here's another small piece that I put a stand back. And you can set them around in different configurations for around the Death Star and such. You can even put one right here in this hole where the trash compactor went in this Death Star. So I think they turned out pretty good. I'm going to make another one of these, but I'm going to put the blast door on both sides, decal on both sides. That way, when you look at it, it's going to look great from both sides, because it'll be sitting out in the middle, and Obi-Wan and Vader will be fighting. What is it not? I'm going to stand up now. Obi-Wan and Vader will be out here fighting on both sides. It'll be a true diorama where you can see on both sides of the wall. These that I've got cut out, like I said, I've glued them to the cardboard, and I'm going to put them on this, and it should look pretty cool. And then I've made my own panel with his. For some reason, my printer puts a smudge of black up here, but I just call that a blast mark. But anyway, I made my own panel actually. And if you're interested in any of these, send me an email, and I'll, send me your email, and I can send you the image. I can take this whole sheet and put it on some cardboard, and then put it on the plastic, and end up making two of these on top of each other will make an awesome wall. And then I've got this small blast door that he had. I downloaded it. I printed it twice, so it will be on both sides of the plastic, the corrugated plastic. And then he has a Star Destroyer templates, which you print both of these out and cut them out, put them on the cardboard like I did, and then put it on this plastic, or you can put it on foam if you want to, and you'll have the blast or the Star Destroyer archway on both sides. So I've got a lot of work to do, but it's a lot of fun, and I think it's going to end up looking really cool, especially when I get a bunch of these printed out, and because some of this plastic is so tall that I can make a complete wall of these panels that I've made right here. If you can picture this, of course that's a door down here, and then picture this panel. Just picture this whole section, several sections together. It's going to look like a great wall down there in my Death Star diorama, as a wall down there next to the Millennium Falcon. So anyway, I thought I'd just show you that, and I've got a lot of fun work ahead of me.